Nancy Davidson here, and thank you for joining me in today's episode. So, this is for someone who's ever walked into a room and felt completely invisible or even question how do they do this? The people who enter in a room, an office or conference room, even a home, and instantly own their presence. They don't have to say a word. You just feel their power. You feel their presence. They don't try to be powerful because they are. And that doesn't mean it's a bad thing. That's not luck. It is their personality that brings in their presence. And today I'm going to talk about how powerful leaders command their room without force, without ego, but with purposeful presence, presence with grace. The kind of presence that's not something that most of us are born with. It is a skill and it could be learned, and anybody can have this presence. So, whether you're leading a team, working with clients, speaking on a stage, simply trying to feel more confident in your day to day life. And we always want an extra boost of confidence, right? There's no one on this planet that has the most powerful confidence each and every day. We have our ups and we have our downs. But the most part is we always want to stay high above where we feel empowered and fulfilled. So, this episode is going to show you how to build presence that speak before you do. What does it mean to command the room? Let's start with commanding a room doesn't mean dominating it. It means being so grounded into who you are that people naturally pay attention. It's not about proving your power, it is about embodying it. And commanding a room is built of three pillars. You're really going to feel the passion in my voice talking about this because I'm very, very, very passionate about it. Power doesn't mean it's a negative thing. It is the three pillars of energetic awareness that we're going to talk about, the authentic piece of the presence, and the intentional influence. Let's talk about the three of these. So, the first one I mentioned is the energetic awareness. Own your space before you speak. You're always broadcasting something, even in silence, that we do. It's your posture, it's your breath, it's your eye contact, it's your facial expressions that is so powerful. It all speaks. The minute you walk into the room, the minute you walk into your front door from work, a long day of work, maybe you have some challenges. And when you first walk in, you look pissed off. It's like, don't talk to me. Let me calm down. Your energy introduces you before words do. So if you're rushing, disconnected, or even doubting yourself, I'm going to tell you, people feel it. People feel your energy. Energy communication is everything. I always tell my clients that. But when you're grounded and intentional and aligned, the room responds differently. So before entering into a room, I want you to ask yourself, what energy am I bringing in? Am I rushing the presence, right? Am I focused on connection or is it performance? Am I showing up to the best version of myself today? So, a 30-second pause to just breathe, ground yourself, and choose your energy is a leadership game changer, period. And when I say leadership, it doesn't a leadership of yourself. You are your own CEO. Leadership, if you are a leader in an organization, if you are a CEO of your own business, you don't have to be in an executive position. You can be your own CEO and take charge of your own presence. Take charge of your life. I like to enter in a conference room and meeting with what I call the power pose. So before stepping into a meeting, like shoulders back, heart forward, claim your space and smile. Put a smile on your face. No one wants to see someone that's powerful that looks so mean and just, no, I know I don't. So the second part is authentic expression. Let people feel you, not just hear you. Let them feel your energy, not just hear you. So commanding presence comes from what? Presence. This means what you say, how you say it, and what you believe are definitely aligned. So when you are authentic, you don't need to try to impress. You stop performing and start connecting and speak with truth, not with fear. Be yourself. People want to lean in to hear what you have to say. Let them see the real you. Be yourself. Please don't be fake. Don't be someone that you are not just to impress. Because guess what? If you do, they'll feel it. They'll feel that energy, the words that are coming out of your mouth. So that doesn't mean oversharing. It means showing up unapologetically. Be clear. Show who you are and what you stand for. Build the confidence. You have the confidence. Everyone that is listening to my episode today has the most powerful confidence. You may not think so because you have to find it. You have to believe that you do. You have to trust that you do. And when you speak, I don't want you to say words that just say words, right? Presence is felt through emotions, not just only logic. So here is one of my power tips. Try storytelling. Storytelling by sharing a personal moment that ties into your message. It builds the connection and people remember the stories over the stats. Trust me. I always like to go in, share a little story to break the ice, to get their attention, to build the trust, to feel comfortable. Okay. And then the third is the intentional influence. Speak less, say more. So powerful leaders don't fill space fluff, right? They just don't. They just want to get to the point. And sometimes they use silence and strategy. The pause is powerful. Don't feel that you have to say something right away if someone asks a question. You can pause for a second. You can hear and listen to what everyone else is saying. But before responding to a question, just take a moment and pause. Before starting a meeting, take a moment and pause. Before reacting in a tough conversation, stop and pause. Don't emotionally get involved in something that you probably shouldn't say, right? Just take a moment, breathe, and pause. So, the person who can hold a pause without rushing to fill in I'm going to tell you often holds the power in the room. Don't feel that you have to say or end with the last word and the last sentence or be the last person to say something, right? With the last word. So, why? Because they aren't trying to chase approval, right? Strong leaders, powerful leaders in a room, they're not there to chase approval, to get validation. They're leading with the energy, not reacting to it. So this practical exercise that I want to share with you is practice delivering your message with intentional rhythm. Let me say that again. Practice delivering your message with intentional rhythm. And how so? Slow your speech just a little bit. Sometimes we get too excited, we talk a little too fast. Use pauses, right, in a conversation. You don't always have to be the first one to answer or the last one. And end your points with strength, not ums. It is so darn hard because is like, I think it's in everyone's vocabulary. And sometimes when we're thinking about what we want to say, we say or it's just a habit. And try not to think about and focus that am I saying just try to work with removing ums. Okay. Get your words landed in a conversation. Don't ever overthink things. You'll say things if you overthink that you don't mean. And then you walk out of that meeting or the room or a conversation thinking, oh my goodness, I probably shouldn't have said that. And lastly, is presence is built. It is not something that we're all born with. So now here is something that I really want you to take away from today's episode. You don't have to change who you are to command a room, period, the end. You have to become more of who you are. Be yourself. Don't try to be someone else. Don't compare yourself to be like someone else. Be your authentic self and show up to the best version of yourself. Trust me, you will start to fill the glass up. Presence isn't about being the darn loudest in a meeting or any situation. It is about being most aligned. Just relax, pause, breathe. So here's 3 daily practices to build unshakable presence. Number 1 is mirror work. Don't laugh. I know you may not want to look at yourself in a mirror, but I do mirror work every day. So look yourself in a mirror and into your eyes each morning. Speak affirmations out loud, like, I am grounded. I am powerful. I lead with purpose. I am confident. I am enough. I love myself. It may feel weird at first, but it really rewires your inner confidence. You'll start to believe that everything we do is practice. It's like going to the gym. If you want to get your legs firm, your booty firm, your more muscle or tone, what do you have to do? You have to work at it. If you want to lose weight and eat healthier, what do you have to do? You have to work at it. Eat healthier foods. Anything we do, we have to work at it. Because guess what? No one else is going to come save us. There's not that magic dust that they sprinkle on you and you get everything that you want. You have to work toward it. Doesn't mean you have to work super hard toward everything. Make it easy and simple and achievable. Number 2 is anchor the rituals that we have. Create a ritual before any key events, speaking events, anything that you do that where you're going to be around a lot of people. And Maybe it's a certain type of music you like to listen to, a certain type of mantra, or maybe you have to do like a quick walk outside. I know sometimes what I do is I'll stand up, and I learned this years ago from Tony Robbins. And you literally get up and, you're kind of shaking around, shake your body, get the blood flowing. And then you're really kind of like moving your arms like you're like punching something back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And you're doing this and you're shaking your body and just moving the energy, the blood flow. Let me tell you, it is so darn powerful. When I'm sitting at my desk, all day long working, I get up and do that, right? Or I'll get up and do a walk. But I love this quick little energetic moves that really pump me up. And then number three is feedback and reflection. After a meeting or a talk, I want you to do self reflection. What went well? Where did I feel most grounded and powerful? Where did I feel disconnected? So the self awareness is the birthplace of growth for you. So I don't want you to worry about what people think of you and if they approve of you. Did you say the right things? Getting the validation from everyone, wondering, oh my gosh, because guess what you're doing? It doesn't matter. Stay away from the fiction storytelling that you're telling yourself. Because guess what? You're going to be the first one to believe everything that you're saying to yourself, all this fiction storytelling. And you notice how most people think about what went wrong instead of what went well. And that's where we get stuck in our own personal lives, professionally, personally, stuck within ourselves. We just start to believe it. We tell ourselves so many darn stories. And then because we focus on storytelling, of the negative storytelling over and over and over again, what happens? What are you doing? You're doing the same thing over and over and over again. And so you're going to start to believe it. It's like going to the gym, like I just said. You're going to the gym, you're toning up, you go over and over and over again. Maybe you're going 3, 4, 5 times. Maybe sometimes it's twice a day because you're just so confident that you're going to just have the best body that you've ever wanted. There's no difference. So, as we close today, I want to challenge you. Where in your life do you need to show up with more presence? Is it your next team meeting, your next executive meeting, maybe a sales conversation, a sales meeting, maybe how you walk into your home after work with your family? Remember, commanding the room isn't about the ego. It is about impact. It is about being fully present with people so that they remember how you make them feel. You already have the power. Now it is time to own it. If this episode sparked something inside you that made you feel empowered and fulfilled, I love to hear about it. You can follow me on social media, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube at Empower with Nancy, and tell me where you're committed to showing up with more presence this week. I want you to think about it. And if you found value here in my episode, I would love for you to do me a big, big favor. Share this episode with a friend, tag it, or how about give me a thumbs up, leave me a review. That's how we keep growing my episode. This incredible community of leaders, motivational people. We're all leaders, right? To help grow my community would be so, so, so grateful for. Because the presence isn't reserved for, a chosen few of us, right? It is built and it's the intention of where you want to feel empowered and fulfilled. Stay bold, and I want you to stay grounded. And I have a special treat for you. I have included a journal prompt worksheet that will help you command the room. Enjoy until next time. With gratitude, Nancy.